Okay. Hello, my dear.
Hello.
How's it going?
Here we are.
Perfectly fine. Thank you.
I'm so happy to meet you. I mean, the mayor of this wonderful
Lord
town.
Mayor of Rothenburg.
How did that happen? And what's your name?
My name is Markus Naser. I
Nice.
became mayor of this town 3.5 years ago.
Okay.
It was more or less an accident.
Accident. Did you roll over someone with a car? And
I did not have any political ambitions much prior to the election of 2020.
okay.
Some of my friends asked me like a year in advance,
Did they beg
would you
you?
like to apply for that
Oh, nice.
position?
Okay.
In the beginning I said no, but they convinced me that it might be a good idea to just try.
I love that. Yeah.
And in the end, it turned out that people chose me for that position.
Wow, I love that. And opposed to that, that means that
Thank
you
you.
have a great influence,
Yes.
great natural influence. Yeah.
Thank you. I hope they're happy with me.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's
Why-
happy. So, yeah.
Why do you think?
Let's hope so. We're going to see during the next election.
yeah.
And Mr. Mayor, why do you think they chose you? Because you said for me, it was like an accident. So why? But in the end, everyone rooted for you, right?
Tricky,
Why-
a tricky question to answer, because anything you say might be considered wrong by some of the people who
Sure, that's
voted
your
for you.
personal point of view.
Yes,
No,
yes.
it's fine if you know.
Oh,
But you look
I
very
think-
genuine. Yeah.
Yes, you look
Thank you.
very, very genuine.
Thank you.
Did you have
I
to
hope that
bribe
people-
anyone?
Fun.
I hope that people felt my love for this town. And that was the main reason for my application, that I said, I want to preserve this town as it is for the future, want to keep it nice and pretty. I'm going to have all the good things that are going on in the future as well.
Nice. I
Nice.
Love that. It's beautiful. Preserving.
Thank you.
And
then
applause to
moving
that. And applause. Oh, there's a rule on the show that we upload and we celebrate. So and applause to
Thank
that.
you. But how can I do this with my...
That's the
It was
one of the
not-
challenges of
It
the
was
show.
not a smart idea to have the cup in there.
Well, you weren't told. You weren't told. Yeah.
Okay.
And just for the audience, this is lemonade. Of course. Yeah, of course.
It's not Glühwein.
There's no mulled wine. There's no. Yeah.
Nope.
We wouldn't do that. And
We would never promote drinking alcohol in this town.
no, as much as it is very delicious. And
We're
And
gonna
local.
have a shot with our local historical play later on. We're not promoting drinking alcohol.
no,
in
never
this town.
do that. Yeah, but
Never,
later on we're gonna have a
ever.
shot of that. Yeah.
No way.
And my dear, so now that you never thought about doing this, but it looks like do you like it? Do you like this position? Do you like to have to manage a town, which is a quite I would say maybe complex task because you have loads of things to take care of.
It is a complex task, and most importantly, it is tough times at the moment. When I started, we got COVID.
Yeah.
We got the war in Ukraine. That we got energy crisis.
Oh,
and
okay,
now
okay.
we're going to have some problems economically.
Yeah,
So it has been tough times up till now.
Important.
Yeah, things will get easier at some point, I'm sure.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yes,
In the next 100 years, yeah.
But the position itself is great. You know why?
No,
You got no boss,
no boss. Okay,
no
yeah.
boss on top of you.
No, okay.
But at the same time, you
Not
got
even the president of
some
Germany.
1,000 bosses.
Okay.
Because all the people who voted for you and also all the people who did not vote for you are somehow your boss.
Oh yeah, true.
So it's
True.
a
It's kind of
very
true.
interesting- it's a very
Yeah.
interesting position.
Yeah, true. And how did you? Because because you're in charge, you took a very good point that you don't have a boss there, but you have loads of bosses, and sometimes you may have to take unpopular decisions. That can happen, Sometimes you have to take the lead because you have been put in the lead, and there is what do we go with, A or B, and you're gonna have to risk either one of the ways, right?
Yeah.
Well, how do you cope with that? 'Cause that's a challenge, I think.
Well, that's why people elected you, because they think that you are able to
The right
take
one,
that decisions.
Does
I would
alcohol
say
help
the
in the choice?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really. But I think it's important to explain the reasons for the decisions you make.
Okay, yes.
If you explain well why you had to take that decision in that way,
That makes sense. Yeah.
it's way better than just saying, oh, I will do it that way.
Of course,
because
yeah.
I say.
Because I say so, yeah.
So it's very important to explain, to talk to people, well, to really make them understand why decisions happen. Most importantly, when decisions that people don't like happen,
of course,
that needs a lot of explanation.
I totally get that. Yeah, that's a very good, very good point. And what about instead at home? Do you have a partner, someone that is bossier?
Well, my wife and I,
exactly.
We have a kid of 4, and she is the real boss.
She is the boss, yeah.
She's the real boss. Our little daughter, Anna, she's the boss.
So, and even you voted for her, yeah. So,
well, no,
not really.
Somehow that developed. I don't know what went wrong.
I have to stand with her decisions. There's nothing you can escape. Yeah. I love that, and applause to that.
Thank you. Thank
very
you.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm not supposed to applause to myself anyway. So.
You can do that. Yeah.
Germans,
not on the mic.
Germans wouldn't applause themselves.
Oh no, never.
No, you would not applause yourself.
Oh, I didn't know that. Why is that?
Well, it's kind of decency. You wouldn't. You want to be like a person that does not.
Oh, does not. Okay. No, you know, it's more about the celebration of the. Of allowing something that is good, you know, to have a positive effect. It's more about that. Yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
idea.
I'm beautiful and I'm a genius, but of course I wouldn't applaud about that, you know.
Okay, I go with that.
You go with that. Thank you. And Erica, you other.
And Miss Mario, so what's the relationship with your family, with your wife? Is it, do you fight? Do you go along very well? Do you work together?
Erica wants to keep it on the wife.
On the family
only tough questions today. No, of course. We get along very well, but as I have a challenging job, challenging position, I try to spend as much time with my family as possible, but that often does not work out as good as I would like. Euch ist klar, dass ihr gut mitten durch eine Kameraaufnahme lauft.
Oh, no.
Kein Problem. Ist nur fürs britisch-italienische Fernsehen. Macht euch keinen Kopf. Aber schön euch zu sehen.
Hello, my dear. Hi.
Lovely to meet you.
You want to take a picture with us? Yeah.
Ja, Heinz, geh her.
Can you come here? Yeah. You just look at the camera. Yeah. Just look at the camera. Yeah. Yeah.
Ja, wo schauen wir noch? Du musst jetzt unter das Licht schauen.
Yeah, that's it has been done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you an actor? Are you?
Das wollte ich jetzt nicht. Hast du es aufs Share gemacht? Das passt. Das passt. Ja, das ist ja eine sehr lockere Runde. Also alles gut.
Das ist eine Ehre für mich.
Ja, da kommst du jetzt im Fernsehen.
Ja, ich glaube.
Ich befürchte nur, das läuft irgendwo im Internet.
Im Englischen.
You're going to tell us when we will be aired, right?
Yes, of course. Yes, absolutely. Yes,
we'll let you know. Yeah.
Raus, wann's läuft. Ja. Wenn ich jetzt gesagt hätte, das ist alles schon live, hättest du mir es nicht geglaubt, oder?
Nein, gar nicht. Gell?
Yes, yeah. Very nice to have met you, my dear.
Alles gut.
Alles gut.
Oh, alles gut. Yeah. Dankeschön. Dankeschön.
Ja, ich danke schön.
Guten Abend.
Bye.
Mach's gut. He says thank you and have a nice day.
Oh, thank you so much.
Dankeschön.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah. Bye.
Mach's gut.
That's great. So people is very friendly here.
Yes.
That's what we've been all over. We joined other people. We hugged a few, you know.
Yes.
They were uncomfortable. No, no, they were great, very friendly.
Everyone is incredibly welcoming. And,
yes, the whole town has been.
It's a pleasure.
And talking about welcomeness, you know, how do you recognize yourself? Do you see yourself as a Rothenburg of the Tauber Union? Or do you see yourself as a Bavarian or as a German?
Bavarian,
or as a
Franconian,
European? Or as a citizen of the world? Or as an Italian?
I think you can have several identities at the same time.
Okay, so what would be yours?
I've pondered about this a lot. You can have several identities, but only one at the same time, at the same level.
Okay.
For example, city level. You can say, I'm from Rothenburg up the Tauber, I'm part of this town, and you cannot be part of another town at the same time. When it comes to regional identity, you said Bavarian.
Yeah.
I would say I am Franconian.
Oh, Franconia, okay.
Is Franconia. You cannot be Franconian and Bavarian at the same time.
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah. That would be different sets.
Yeah. So of course.
But how do you think? What's in your what you say? Who's Mark? You know, is he the Franco? Like, let me tell you about me. You know, like I'm from Rome, and I like to bring something from Rome wherever I go in the world. Even though I see myself, as you said, I love what you said, that you bring different identities. In fact, I see myself either as a Roman and as a citizen of the world. So I bring a few elements, you know, that makes it.
That's interesting. I consider myself a very international person. I spent 2 semesters as a visiting professor in the United States.
Okay.
Spent a lot of time in Eastern Europe, and basically all over this planet. But I would still not say that I am a citizen of this planet. I would rather say I am an international German.
Okay, nice. There you go. Yeah, I love that.
International German.
That's very nice. Yeah.
Nice.
And applause to this, to have multiple identities. Yeah, you see.
Absolutely, yes. It's,
Thank you.
Yes,
multiple influences. And did you grow up in Rothenburg?
No, I grew up 5 miles outside. From my perspective, I've always felt like a Rothenburgian. When I got elected president of the local historical society in 2015, the newspaper wrote, "An outsider got the job."
No,
I'm not
really?
kidding.
Even if it was like 5 miles?
I went to high school. I went to high school here, and I spent all my life in the area. But
so you had a bit
more of a joke.
Okay.
I think that the people, although I live outside the town limits, people will still consider me a Rothenburger.
A Rothenburger. And what was like for you growing up here in Rothenburg? 5 miles from Rothenburg.
When you grow up, you don't realize the special things that you have. When I grew up, I thought that all towns, all cities are as beautiful as Rothenburg. And only when you leave your hometown and you realize that what you have at home, that is uncommon, not to say unique. Then you learn that, well, on other places, it's not necessarily as beautiful as it is here. And we do not only have beautiful townscapes, beautiful landscapes.
True.
It's close to paradise.
It is. It's a fairy tale.
May I just
It's a living fairy tale.
Absolutely, I would say
absolutely,
yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I think a great, exercise, like in life, a routine, is to be grateful, in fact, for what you have.
Exactly.
Every day, because as you said, once you leave what you had, then you become more grateful and you understand the value of what you were given.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We tend to give things for granted until we leave them or we are a little bit far away from them for any reason that could happen in life, of course. And but it's I agree. It's very good.
Thank you. And you're totally right.
Yeah. Thank you. And are you religious as well? Are you Buddhist? Or are you, I don't know, Christian?
I'm Christian.
Okay.
But I don't go to church very often.
Yeah, me neither. I mean,
but I still consider myself a Christian believer.
Okay. Yes. And I had a question. I forgot it. Erika, you can go ahead in the meantime.
I wanted to ask you because you mentioned the historical society. Just a little while ago. And is there a particular connection between you and history? Because you received an appreciation from it. So what did you study?
I studied history at the university.
History,
yes.
Okay.
History and English, actually.
History and English.
I probably shouldn't have said English because now every little blunder.
No, we're going to test you.
Yeah, I know, I got it. I studied English and history at university, and I was an assistant professor of history till I became mayor.
Okay, so where does your passion for history comes from? When did it start? When was the first?
The first thing I remember is reading books as a kid. How old was I? Maybe 11, 12. Okay. And I read all the history books that we had at the high school. Okay. I read them all in the first weeks.
In the first weeks?
In the first weeks of the year. I read them. I read all the books that we had to learn. And I was so interested in what went on that I wanted to have more books to read.
Okay, always history books?
History books, yes, of course. I mean, you see, we only live in one time level now. Yes. History has multiple time levels.
Oh, yes.
So there is
so
way
many
more.
Layers,
yes,
right?
There's so many layers. There's so much more to know, so much different surroundings, different developments. There is so much to be learned from history.
Absolutely.
If you look only at the world we live in now, I think you missed the best part.
Oh, yes.
Has this knowledge about history helped you in any way in formulating some thoughts or some plans, for the town? Because, knowing what happened in the past, and maybe the solutions were found in a different way, and maybe something that so is there something that you bring to the table because of this knowledge about history?
I think so. Rothenburg is a very traditional town. It's a town where history is really valued highly and has been valued highly for a long time. It's probably because Rothenburg was much more important in the past than it is now, but don't tell anybody.
Okay, yeah, no, there's just 250 million people there.
And Rothenburg was really a wealthy, important town in medieval times.
Okay. Yes.
And now we're just a small town somewhere in Germany. Pretty still, but not important anymore. And that leads to the fact that people here are very proud of their history.
Yes,
and they're proud of their historical buildings. They're proud of the historical preservation projects.
Okay.
And that
makes you want to preserve it.
Yes, of course.
Okay. And
everybody here in Rothenburg, almost everybody here.
But do you have an example of something that you said, that maybe it was planned the same way as for the past 30, 40 years. And you said, we've learned this in the past 30 years, let's change it.
Oh, that was easy because the situation we have is very stable.
Okay.
So basically what we do is we keep on doing
as long as it's doing good, you keep doing it.
And I would even say, if one day it's not doing good anymore,
you still keep it.
We have to keep it till it becomes good again. Because things, expectations, stuff like that can change.
Okay.
And if you go with fashion,
so you don't want to keep, you don't want to change something that is not going so well anymore.
Well,
did you change anything? Anything at all?
Well, outside our town walls, we change a lot.
Okay.
Inside the town walls, we're very traditional.
You keep everything. Okay.
Not everything. For example, we're going to get fiberglass, fiber.
Oh, fiber for the internet.
We're going to get fiber installed in all of our old town in the next years.
Okay,
to every single building.
Okay, nice. So I can see. So some things are progressing. Some things are going to stay the same because they work.
Is that we have to be modern in our thinking. My perfect idea of this town is that in our historical buildings, we're going to have modern work. Like we're going to have digital natives that live in our town that use the internet services for doing their job.
Of course, yes,
but stay in our beautiful old town.
Is this one of the challenges actually? Because I think from something that I've seen business-wise, sometimes if you come up with a business that is too new, too much, it might be not the right time. So, and people may be reluctant to change. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Is this so one of the challenges that maybe you spotted that there was something that could have brought a bigger progress, but on that you need to be careful because it may not find the right consent around.
Well,
you know what I'm going?
Think, yes, but I think it's a big chance for this time.
Yeah.
It's a big chance. And not everybody has to go on that path.
Yeah.
I mean, you invite people to do it. You don't force people to. So
yes, of course,
if some people say, oh, that's a nice idea, I don't do it. That's
but I don't want to do it.
That's no problem for us. Because not everybody.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think it's a lot about giving people opportunities and give them different opportunities. And that's one of the really strength of this town, that you offer opportunities in different respect to different times. It's very nice. We're going to get a special event now, opening of...
We organized this for you, actually. Yeah. I didn't want to spoil anything, but...
Nice idea. It's every day at 5. So.
Well, no, we did this for the past few years, yeah. And so I wanted to ask you, instead, when is the moment, you know, to put everything on one choice? You know, that moment that we were talking about before, and maybe you need to lean towards one of the decisions. Where would you go? Would you keep it conservative, like maybe not everyone is going to be on the same page, so I'm going to keep doing the same that has already been done so far, or do you instead push a little bit to get the idea that you had in mind? Where do you go?
We're gonna do both things at the same time.
How do you?
Well, we're gonna be conservative when it comes to historical preservation.
Okay.
We're not going to be conservative when it comes to remodeling our economy in a modern way.
Okay.
Up to now, we've been doing this for decades. If you look outside our town walls, you will find modern industry, but not inside our town walls.
Yes,
so we have two separate fairs.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yes,
the old town and outside. And we're going to let the modern sphere inside the old town whenever it does not interfere with historical preservation.
I love that. That's great. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very good.
It's very diplomatic, and I think
very much. I love that.
Can only take you so many years forward.
Thank you.
And it creates peace, and it makes an impact, a good social impact when you strike that harmonious balance, right? That golden.
Let me clarify something to the audience.
Golden line, exactly. Golden line.
It's aurea.
If you hear this music in the background, that's because of us. Okay, we organized this for the past 100 years here. Of course, it's not true, but
what are we listening to right now?
They're singing a German Christmas song that was created not far from here. They sing it every night. We have like an Advent calendar here.
Okay.
That is in the windows of our town hall.
Oh, I was having a look at that.
Every day a new window will light up, a new motif.
Nice.
That's what happens every night during the Christmas
live
market.
calendar. I
Yes,
love this.
a live calendar.
Advent calendar. It's beautiful. And do you celebrate Christmas? You like celebrating Christmas, especially in this town?
I mean, who doesn't?
I
mean, who doesn't? Of course, we love celebrating Christmas.
What does Christmas mean for you?
Nice.
I would emphasize the Christian ideas of Christmas, because I think nowadays, for a lot of people, Christmas is a nice feast, a lot of celebration with the family, but actually it's about the birth of Christ. It's about the birthday of our Savior. And for me, that is the most important element of this. So I'm really, as I said, I'm still a Christian believer. So this is the most important thing. Everything else is nice traditions, and it's an addition
to the most important spiritual moment that
we should not lose the central idea.
I love that.
That's very important.
I love that. It's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, my dear. Thank you so much. You've been fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you so much for your time. And,
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for leaving you in the cold.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I think my lemonade is still
It's still warm enough.
Still warm.
I'm kidding. It's totally cold.
And you can stay here. Just one second. And let's see who's
next.